quite the price tag in the cities of Las Vegas, Henderson, and North Las Vegas. We pay a modest pay to the average worker, the people at the top making more than ever, and we're digging into those salaries right now. Rachel O'Brien from OpenTheBooks.com, kind enough to join us here on this Friday morning. Happy Friday to you, Rachel.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, I guess, to these highest paid employees. So let's start. Who are they? So let's start with the who. Who are the highest paid employees right now in Southern Nevada?
So just off the top, the three cities total, 608 people made more than the governor, more than $170,000. So in the city of Las Vegas, the city manager, Mike Jansen, he's the highest paid at $355,000. Of the next 10 highest paid, 8 are firefighters. One's a deputy city marshal, one's the city attorney. They make up to $337,000. In the city of Henderson, the former city manager there, Richard Derrick, he made $385,000. The former assistant city manager, Stephanie Garcia-Val, she's the new manager as of January. She made $270,000 last year. Their top highest paid, again, 5 of them are firefighters, including the chief, police officers. They made up to $372,000. And finally, in North Las Vegas, the smallest of the three, this has been reported, their former city manager, Ryan Juden, he collected almost $1 million from a big severance payout, pay as a consultant. He cashed out his unused time off, his regular pay, $1 million. Besides him, the highest paid 10 people, again, 5 are police. You've got the city attorney, 1 firefighter. They're all making between $303,000 and $478,000 people of $1,000. So 4 people had made more than $400,000. Again, that's the highest pay at the smallest city.
You know, it's interesting, Rachel. I've worked for companies before. We work for a company right now that is very, very careful about overtime here. You know, not making sure we are working within our hours and not having to pay out overtime. Doesn't seem to be so tight and restricted at some city governments. So how much of the pay is from overtime here?
Yeah, each of the 3 cities, they had overtime account for 10% of their payroll, approximately.
Wow.
It totaled $75 million between the 3 cities. So almost half of employees collected some amount of overtime pay. In Las Vegas, there were 25 people who made $100,000 or more in overtime. There were 9 in North Las Vegas and 7 in Henderson that made that much in overtime. And again, it's fire and police in each city. They earn the most in overtime. That's always the case in almost every city that we look at every year. Many double their base pay with overtime, those fire and police officers.
Put it in perspective, Rachel, just quickly. How modest is the pay for the average worker here in Southern Nevada?
Pretty modest. You know, those people making $300,000, $400,000 are at the tippy top. The average pay in each city was about $67,000. That's $2,000 higher than last year. So this includes, you know, part-time people, some seasonal employees, maintenance workers, but it also includes the full-time employees who are working on a salary in every department. So about 29% of employees in Henderson and Las Vegas made $100,000 or more. North Las Vegas only had 24% that made $100,000. So while you have over 600 people making more than the governor in these 3 cities, 70 to 75% of the employees actually made less than $100,000. So there's a huge disparity between the tippy top, and the average worker.
Thank you for enlightening us with this information here, Rachel. We really do appreciate it on this Friday morning. Have a good weekend ahead. Rachel O'Brien from OpenTheBooks.com.